What up, YouTube? It's Big Brad 75 here. Come back at y'all with another fine video for all y'all knife folks out there. Today I've had a request to do a demonstration on how to install the Wilkins custom grips on a Benchmade Griptilian. And that's what I'll be doing today. Okay, so we got in my hand here a Ritter 552 S30V Benchmade Griptilian. And I'm going to be taking this and putting these on it, the Wilkins custom scales. Hunter orange, smooth texture. Alright, so to speed things up here, I've already removed all the screws out of the 551 Griptilian, 552 Griptilian, I apologize. And just going to speed up the process quite a bit. That part's pretty self-explanatory, you know. You just remove all the screws. Okay, once you do that, this first handle slab should just fall right off. So, okay, we're just going to throw that to the side there for now. And then you'll have to get this pivot out. And that back side of the pivot, that's a little bit tricky there. A lot of people recommend taping the blade. In fact, it actually recommends taping the blade on Wilkins' side. You know, this ain't my first time doing it, so I'm pretty comfortable with the whole procedure. But if it's your first time, you might actually want to consider that. You know, just wrap a little masking tape or whatever around the blade, you know. It'll come off. It ain't going to stain your knife up. Okay, but the trick to getting this pivot out, and, you know, you can mess with it for 30 minutes or an hour, and you're liable not to figure it out on your own. The big trick to all this is pull this axis lock down about a quarter of the way. And when you do that, that pivot should just screw right out. Or not screw right out, but just pop right out. Oh yeah. I got it. There we go. See? Wasn't too bad, was it? That backing on that pivot came right out. Okay, then your blade will come right out. Set that to the side here. And then you're left with your internal mechanism and, well, my two washers are stuck in there, if you can see that. But we'll deal with those here in a minute. Set this to the side for a second. Okay, we'll get our grips out. This is actually a pretty simple procedure. Honestly, it's not that bad. Okay, here they are. Wilkins custom G10 scales. Okay, you got these 3 screws that come straight from Kevin, like this. And what they do is they hold the back spacer in. They're actually not needed once you get the knife put together, but they're there to hold the spacer in place right now. So what we'll do is we will take the internal mechanism and we just set that right there in place. It fits pretty well, you know, right there, lines up with the hole. Did you hear it click into place there? That's when you know it's good and in place. Alright. And I'm going to take this little bit here and I'm lining that pivot up. That way it should just slide right in. Okay. Different people do this different ways, you know. I ain't saying this is the best way to do it. This is just how I do it. Need to take this, if you'll notice, it's flat on one side. See how it's flat and then the rest of it's rounded? Okay, the flat side should go in facing the blade. Okay, I got that to go, start in there. Okay, I got it in there until it's passed up the first washer. If you can see that, okay, it's somewhat in there, it's just past that first washer. Now I'm going to grab my blade here, and I'm going to try to squeeze that in there between the other washer and that pivot right there, that backing to the pivot. And same as a minute ago, to get this to go in, what you're going to have to do is you're going to pull down just a little bit on the axis lock. and that just, as soon as I pulled down and I was pushing on the back side here, that just slid right on through. Okay, see, that clicked in. Clicked right in place. That's usually not that easy, but this time it was. See how that pivot just went straight in there? Awesome, huh? Alright, this little piece actually just fell out, so that, you know, that's a little pain in the ass, but not too bad. Let's see if I can get that in there. On my 7 tray. Okay. Hopefully I can slide that in there, no problem. Awesome. Okay, I got that piece back in place there. Thought that might create a little problem, but it didn't. Just that little piece right there. Okay, well hell, I've pretty much got it now. Really all you gotta do, put this back handle slab, see how that's milled out real good. Man, he really does. He puts a lot of care into making these, you can tell. Those are precision crafted. Okay, anyways, this just fits right on there. I mean, you know, you can tell it's nice and flush and flat everywhere it's supposed to be. And we'll start off putting these 2 short screws, these little black screws. We'll start off putting those in there, and one goes on each side of the handle. It's pretty much the exact screws that came out of the original Griptilian, plus the 2 that come with the handle scales. I'm using the Benchmade blue box. If you don't have any torque bits and hex bits, whatever, I recommend getting these. This little set right here. You can get it pretty much anywhere for $15 shipped, and I couldn't tell you how many times I've used it. I have used the hell out of this little blue box. I mean, no, it's not the most high quality product in the world, but I mean, it's worked for me so far. None of the bits have stripped or anything like that, so it's worked pretty good so far. Man, I've been dying to get this thing together all day. I tried to make this video earlier, and my phone kept ringing, and then I turned the ringer off on my phone, and I was like, okay, I'll get this done, and lo and behold, somebody came banging on the damn door. Like, I heard a truck pull outside, and I live in an apartment, so I was like, please don't let that be here. Please don't let that be here. But guess what? Not. I was like, damn. Had to stop the video. At that point, I was on like my 5th take, and I just said, screw it. I'll get to it later. So now it's like 2 in the morning or some shit. Finally getting around to putting these orange scales on. Okay, as you can see, I just screwed the pivot back in. No big deal. Really easy stuff. Those are all 3 screws that came with the regular Griptilian. And now I'll be using these 2 silver screws that came with the Kevin Wilkins custom scales. And see, there's the little catches on the back there, those little black circles. And just screw these in here. These take a bigger bit. Instead of putting that in the socket, I'm just going to hand drive them. Man, I'm really excited. I've been waiting to put this together all damn day. Glad y'all get to be here to witness me do it. Like I said, this was a request from somebody, and man, I hope this helps. I know it's probably not the best instructional video you've ever seen, but you know, I'm doing the best I can here. That's pretty much got it, except for the clip. I'll loosen that pivot up just a hair and make that action a little bit smoother. That's one thing about these Griptilians. It's better to have the pivot just a little bit loose. That way, though, you know, the action on them is nice and smooth. Okay, like I said, these 3 screws right here, their sole purpose is to hold the back spacer in. We'll go ahead and remove these and install the black clip that came on the Griptilian stock. I'll probably replace that later on tonight or tomorrow with a silver split arrow clip. But this is all I have handy, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Alright. Just your standard old crappy black Benchmade clip. Nothing special at all about that, if you ask me anyway. It ain't gonna look too bad on there. I still believe the silver split arrow looked twice as good. Screw it, I don't want to go in there too good. There. Alright. Again, you know, I know this ain't the best instructional video, but hey, it was a request and I gave it a shot. You know, it ain't like I'm getting paid to do this shit. So, you know, if it's helpful, great. I really, really hope it is. But if not, I apologize. No refunds given. Sorry. Alright, this is the last screw here and we'll have our finished product. Man, it's already looking so much better than just those custom Normal GTX Benchmade grips. Which Normal GTX, I believe, is just a fancy word for plastic. But anyways, there we go. Doug Ritter S30V Benchmade 552 Griptilian, outfitted with the custom Kevin Wilkins grips. And man, that is nice. Oh man. And this is the smooth Ranger Orange G10, or Hunter Orange G10. And man, it just feels so good. Wow. That is just nice. I'm liking it. I believe this one might just be a keeper, folks. Well, alright. Like I said, hope it helps. If anybody has any questions, just drop them in the comments box and I'll reply ASAP. Alright, I guess I'm going to get off here and fondle this knife a little while. Until then, Big Brad 75 out.